my name is Colleen and I'm an occupational therapist here at Metro East Therapy. What I want to talk about today is some developmental milestones more within the realm of occupational therapy, so fine motor and visual motor. So people tend to think, oh, you begin fine motor skills once you get into preschool or kindergarten, when in reality they start pretty much at birth, and especially with visual motor skills as well. So I wanted to go over some of the basic milestones to kind of give you a heads up about when certain skills should be shown. So the first way that children will hold any writing utensil tends to be fisted. So it's directly in their palm where the marker is touching their palm exactly. So, and they'll write in color like this. So that tends to be about 1 to 1.5 years. And again, all these ages have a little bit of wiggle room in them, but they're just kind of an idea of when that should be seen. The next way of grasping is digital pronate. So that's 2 to 3 years old. So that's where the writing utensil is under their palm and the fingers are facing towards the paper, and they tend to write like this, or color, or draw. The next developmental milestone tends to be where they start getting their fingers more into what we call that mature grasp pattern. So it can be all 5 fingers, 4 fingers, or eventually 3 fingers as well. So the main key here is that you have an open web space between your fingers and your palm, and that you're starting to see more of the fingers moving and not the whole hand or arm moving. So that tends to be more in that 3.5 to 4 years. The next one is visual motor skills. So even at 15 months of age, you can start seeing kids stacking up blocks too high. And for pre-writing strokes, right around 2 years of age, you can start seeing vertical lines and defined lines, not necessarily vertical scribbles up and down. 2.5 years is when you start seeing horizontal lines, and then 2.5 to 3 years is when you start seeing those defined circles. Check back tomorrow where I'm going to be talking about upper extremity strengthening and core strengthening and why that's so important in OT.